Hey y'all, welcome to 2 Cent Takes. My name is Jeff. I appreciate you checking out the channel. Um, I'm looking forward to making this video. I've been wanting to make this video for quite a while now. So a little backstory, about a year and a half ago, I had made the decision that I wanted to get back into fishing. It's something I had done quite a bit when I was younger, got away from it, and I really wanted to get back out on the water. So I knew a traditional boat was not for me, so I started doing some research, and the end of that research, I came down to two choices, a kayak or a two-man style fishing boat. And so I went with a kayak. I've been having a blast, but about 3 or 4 months ago, I did go out and buy the two-man fishing boat. So after having a little experience on both of them now, I want to share with you what I've learned and which one I prefer. And with the benefit of hindsight, which one I would have chosen in the first place. So if you're looking to get into a vessel or you're thinking about making a change or something along those lines, then I hope you find this informative. I hope you find this helpful. So let's head out back now and let's talk about these two things. Just an FYI, guys, it is hotter than hell out here today. I'm gonna wear sunglasses because the sun is blinding. So anyway, here's the backyard, and there's my two vessels. And so I'm going to pause this for a moment, get set up on the tripod so I can stand back there and talk to you. And I'll see you back in just a bit. Okay, guys, so here are my two boats, the Old Town Sportsman 106 PDL and the Pelican Bass Raider 10E NXT. The NXT is just some upgraded seats and such. So, all right, I want to go over 4 points. I want to talk about first, affordability. This kayak, as you see it, the 106 PDL, is $2,500. The Pelican, about $1,300. You're going to have to buy a trolling motor and you're going to have to buy a battery. But even still, I've got a $600 lithium-ion trolling a battery and a $300 trolling motor. I'm still in for less money on the Pelican than I am the Old Town Kayak. So, affordability, which one wins? The edge goes to the Pelican. All right, so the next would be stability. Now, look, I'm going to tell you guys, both of these vessels are incredibly stable. That was paramount for me when I began researching and trying to decide which vessel I wanted. I am a non-swimmer. And look, I know I'm going to catch hell for that, but I tried. It's just not going to happen. It is what it is. So stability was huge, huge, number one on my list when I started trying to decide what vessel I was going to go with. I can tell you this is incredible. I have taken on boat wake. I have been on choppy water. I have never once felt like this thing was going to waver at all. Incredibly stable. However, with that being said, the Pelican has the edge. This thing is amazingly stable. The pontoons on each side, the wide platform, wow, this thing is incredible. I was able to stand up with ease. Now, I'm not a stand-up fisherman. That's not why I need to stand up. Occasionally, I might cast a little too close into the bank. Maybe there's an overhanging limb that I get hung up in. I was able to stand right up in this and free myself. This here, a little trickier. I'm able to stand in it, but it's a little trickier. This was just amazing. So, affordability, Pelican. Stability, Pelican. Now I want to talk about portability. That edge goes to the kayak. This thing is heavy. It is wide. I don't know the exact specs on it. I only weigh 150 pounds. This was not going in and out of my truck bed. I knew when I got this, I had no choice but to put this on a trailer. The kayak, when I first bought it, I never intended on having a trailer. I intended on sliding this in and out of the truck bed, sliding it down to the water. But I'm telling you, if you go with this style, Old Town kayaks, even a lot of the Hobies, a lot of the other ones as well, they're extremely heavy, man. And these things are a beast. It did not take me long. I think I maybe took it out twice before I said, yeah, all right, enough. I'm getting a trailer. So now it's still more portable. I still can get it in and out of the truck bed. In fact, we just went camping this past weekend. I've got a Wilderness Systems kayak cart. I was able to put this on it at the campground and roll it down to the water. It sucks. I ain't gonna lie. It's much nicer on a trailer. In fact, I've begun to kind of start researching maybe some sort of a lighter pedal kayak that I can take camping with me, just because this thing is a beast getting in and out of the truck bed. I'm afraid I'm going to damage it. I'm afraid I'm going to damage me. So, but even still, it's more portable than this. So portability goes to the kayak. And then the last thing that I'm going to touch on that's important for me, and I'm assuming is going to be important to you as well, is fishability. Which one of these is easier to fish from? They're both incredibly easy. You have an advantage here of sitting up a little bit higher, but you have an advantage here of being able to go into more shallow water. This will go shallow, but you do have to be cognizant of the fact that you've got your trolling motor shaft down into the water. That tends to make me stay a little bit further away. I do not want this thing breaking down when I'm out on the water. Could you paddle it back to the boat ramp if you need to? Yes, but it's going to suck. It's going to suck a lot. With this, I'll take this into some of the crummy stuff. I'll take this in amongst the stumps. I'll take this into the weeds and so forth, because if it gets clogged, all I got to do is raise the pedal unit up, get the weeds out, put it back down. Hell, I could even just raise it up, leave it up, and use a paddle. And then when I get out of that into a little bit of deeper water, I can drop the pedal unit back down. So I just find this to be easier to fish out of. If I go in and then maybe the wind's blowing a little bit and I can just, as I'm casting, I can just pedal myself back out. I don't have to reach down for the trolling motor. I put the trolling motor on the front of the Pelican. So when I'm trying to go backwards, I get a little bit of this, snaking kind of as I'm trying to go backwards with this. I just find this easier to fish out of. So we've got affordability, goes to the Pelican. Stability goes to the Pelican. All right. And then we've got fishability, goes to the kayak, and portability goes to the kayak. So which one, with the benefit of hindsight, would I choose if I had this all to do over with again? By the narrowest of margins, it would be the kayak. It is just so easy to manage. I don't have to worry about charging a battery. I don't have to be kind of scared of my trolling motor and what happens if I get a little too far away and this thing gives out. I would go with the kayak all over again. That doesn't mean that I don't love this. I do. Why did I end up with both? I want to be able to take people with me, and this right here is great for that. I am going to go out on it by myself. I have not yet. I'm going to try it out by myself and see how I like having all that extra elbow room. But at the end of the day, by the narrowest of margins, the kayak wins. Would I have been disappointed had I never got the kayak and I'd have gone with this Pelican right out of the gate? No, because it's fantastic. But I'm happy that I did go this route. If I could only have one, it's going to be the kayak. So, guys, I hope this was informative for you. If you find yourself in the same situation, I hope maybe I was able to shed some light on a couple of things. I will tell you that if you're intimidated by the whole battery thing and the trolling motor thing, so was I. And man, it's easy stuff. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask me. I'd love it if you would subscribe. I'd love it if you would like this video, and I'd love it if you'd leave me a comment below. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to do some more videos in the future where I'm going to go over this kayak with all my accessories on it and my setup. I'll do the same thing for the Pelican. So if you'd like to see those when I post them, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button. You'll get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you, guys.